For $2 and a PowerPoint, I'm going to teach you how to create this low content book using PowerPoint and $2 for a font and the image. Seriously. Then we're going to create the cover. We're going to use the same font, the same image, and then you can upload it to Amazon and start selling. Seriously. How cool is that? Let's get started. I love Creative Fabrica. One of the best things is every week they have dollar fonts and graphics. And so this week, May 12th through May 18th, they're going to have all of these available for $1, and it includes the commercial license. I really like this Magnesium. It's a font. One nice thing is you pull it out, you can type in something to see what it would look like. How cool is that? Seriously, how cool is that? Let's have a quick look at all of the different characters that come with this font. Remember, during this week, it's only $1. Seriously, that's awesome. And the commercial license. I always click get notified, so I'm notified as soon as it turns into $1, so I can grab it right away. I also decided for this project, I want to use Magnolia. This is a vector set, and it shows you everything that comes in it. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to call the notebook yet, but I really like these. And for $1, you can't go wrong. And you can reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. That's cute. Oh my gosh. I just love all of it. Oh, we can use that as a background. Awesome, awesome. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you. I just click, get notified, and now let's use it to create our book. To start the new notebook, we're going to go into PowerPoint and we're going to do a blank presentation. I decided it's going to be 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go into View, Master Slide, Slide Size, and this is where we're going to change it to 8.5 by 11. Okay, and they're both portrait. Perfect. Here's my master page. This is the first page. Anything I do to this page will be copied into all of the other slides. One thing I like to do, I'm going to go into View, and I like to see the grids and the rulers and the guides. This is my center guide, so this is the center of my page. There's a couple other things we have to be aware of. We do not want to go beyond this outside line, because when we upload it to Amazon, when it checks it, it just has a cow about it, even though we're saying no bleed, but we're going to stay within that. If you want, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to Insert, Shape, Rectangle. I'm going to click right here on the 4, and I'm going to go right down here to the 4. I'm going to make this no fill, and then you're going to notice, I'm going to take this out, on all the next slides, it has that for us. So we need to stay within that. No biggie, I'm going to go here and keep taking some of stuff out. Another thing that I like to do before I really start my notebook is I go into Master Slide, and I want to put in my fonts that I'm going to use. It keeps me from having to keep going into fonts and changing it every time. So we're going to go to Custom Fonts. We're going to put in our Magnesium. It's P, and there it is. And the second one, gosh, it could be anything. So I chose Century Gothic. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to say Save. Now, I also like page numbers. So let's go to Insert, Text Box. I like mine down on the right. Maybe you like yours in the center. It really doesn't matter. It's your preference. We are in Insert, Slide Number, and if I double click that, you're going to see that this is Century Gothic, which is great, but I kind of want it the other one. I don't know. I just really like that font. I mean, we got it for $1. We might as well use it, right? All right. Now, if I look at all the next slides, all the same. All right. I love to do everything in the master slide. It is going to make your life easier. Trust me on this one, and I'll show you later. So here's our first page. We are going to use the beautiful pictures we just downloaded. When we downloaded them, they came as a JPEG. Here we are. So it came as a JPEG, and if you have Photoshop, it has the EPS too. But we're only going to work with the JPEGs. This is our first page. Gosh, we want it to look really good. One of the reasons I got this is because I really like the bottom here. So let's stick in one. Oh my goodness, look at that. I know, maybe I shouldn't be so shocked, but that's nice. You're probably going to notice that it covered up my first page. That's okay, because I don't care if the number's on the very first page. But this is nice. And for $1, oh my goodness, you can't do any better than that. Most notebooks have name, subject, email, and whatnot on the first page. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to insert text box and just type it out here. And then I added the subject just because I have an idea this might be a notebook for a student. Doesn't mean we have to keep it there forever. But I am going to change this to our favorite font. All right. Oh, that's way little. Need it a little bigger. Okay. We have a little problem. Goes way off the end here. We don't really want that. So I'm going to bring it back. And all we have to do, if I can do this, is backspace. Now that looks really good. Need to do a little bit here. Well, now we're having a problem because they're not lining up. So let me show you a little trick if they don't line up. I'm going to right-click, cut, right-click. This time I'm going to save it as a picture because what I can do is go to Format, Crop, and actually crop it till they're all the same and click outside. So now they look beautiful. Right-click, cut, right-click, paste as a picture, and we're good. The other thing that we find on the first page is the title of the notebook or the book. No idea, so we're going to leave that alone, and we're going to go to the first page. The first page you can start off right away with the lines for your notebook, or what I like to do is make kind of a quick index here. So let me show you how easy that is. We'll go to Insert, there we go, and Table. So basically, the table of contents will have the name and the page. We could also put the date. I'm not gonna. So we're gonna do that. All right. I'm gonna bring it up. We're gonna need some more pages here. Right click, insert, below or above. I know someone probably does this way easier, but just bear with me for a moment. All right. Now there's definitely not enough boxes for all the pages we're gonna put in this notebook, but that's okay. So I'm gonna make it big, bring it up. There's another thing you're gonna notice is that this covers the page number, and I think that's okay too, because the first page we don't need a number, and the second page we don't need a number. I am gonna make this a little bit bigger, because remember, colors don't show up unless you're going to make a color notebook, and oh my gosh, you will have to charge a lot for that. So I'm going to move this over. All right. What should we call this? I was thinking subject, but if it's a subject notebook, or I could say lesson, or I'm not sure. So we're just going to do this for right now. I'm going to change it to our font. Okay. The G in page, I really like that. Let's go into design. I am going to make this shading a little light. The grays will come out. We look down here on the bottom. If I left this, the page number would come through, and I don't really want that. So I'm going to highlight it and just make that row white. We can make all the rows white. No biggie. But that looks nice. We'll come back. Maybe we'll change the title. I'm not sure. Here we are on the next page, and this is gonna start our lines. Yay! First thing we're gonna do is actually put some lines in. And I'm just putting in a line. Don't freak out that it went over, because guess what? We can just pull it right back. I'm gonna make it as far as I can get them. All right, and then copy, paste. Now we need to change it to college ruled, because I decided I want this college ruled. Medium ruled or college ruled paper has 9/32 inches or 7.1 millimeters. So I'm going to highlight this, right click, paragraph, and we're going to look here. Well, what is single? I have no idea what single is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to exact. Now you're going to notice it says PT. Well, that's points. So what I did was I went to Google, our best friend Google, and I changed inches into points. So this is 9/32 inches, and it turns out to be 20.25 points. And there we go. Now we have college ruled paper. We need to keep going here though. So you can hold it down, but at some point I'm going to start to copy. What I like in my notebooks is I like the top, the first page, to have space